not guest, but our host here.
Okay.
The Green words of peace, Assalamu alaikum, which just means peace to you.
And also with you. Thank
Thank
you.
you
So
so
like
much.
salam.
I am.
Assalamualaikum salam.
My name is Cassandra Johnson Muhammad. I am the proud mother of the 10 clan.
Oh wow.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
said 10?
10 clan.
What's 10 clean?
10 clan, that's our babies.
How many y'all got?
Well, we have collectively 10
I got you. I got 9
with
collectively.
our 5 in loves. So I guess that would be
Oh,
15.
15?
Yes.
Y'all are amazing.
Yes.
Okay, finish, because I'm
Okay.
cutting you off. Go ahead. That's
That's okay.
beautiful.
I am an educator of now 29 years, 27 in Fort Bend ISD.
Wow.
I am a business owner of
Okay.
Naeem Enterprises,
Mhm.
which consists of dance, tutoring, etiquette, piano lessons, um, choreography, consulting. And I also started at home bakery, Maddie B. Agnes.
Oh wow. So if we after we finish our vigorous day of those things, we can get something sweet too.
Tomorrow.
She like not today.
No, but I'm just saying.
At least she was honest. Thank you for your honesty.
Yes. Not today, but I'm saying in a normal day, you
Yes.
do all these wonderful things, and then you got the nerve to go home and make something sweet.
That's my passion.
Oh
That's my
my
love.
gosh, that is awesome.
I bake with love.
Oh my God, that is awesome. What type of things do you bake?
Well, I make muffins,
Mhm.
carrot cake,
Mm,
banana bread, your
mm,
banana bread chocolate chip,
mm, mm,
your banana
mm.
bread crumble,
Oh my goodness, what's she doing?
your carrot cake, zucchini bread.
Oh, I love zucchini bread.
Yes. And I make wonderful southern tea cakes. And I also have strawberry and blueberry tea cakes. And my latest are my truffles.
I have not had good truffles in a very long time.
Yes.
So I got a question. Wait a minute. You said zucchini cake,
Zucchini bread.
Bread.
zucchini bread.
That is a family favorite.
Yeah, and
I never heard of that.
have you ever made the Amish bread, the friendship bread?
No, ma'am.
Oh my God, I'm gonna share the recipe. It takes 7 days to make it. You put it in the refrigerator and let it sit. After you mix the ingredients, you take it back out and you mix some more and you take it back. For
I would
7
love to
days.
try that.
Oh my God, my mom taught me this when I was very, very young, and I need to make some too.
That would be awesome.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was my goal to originally bring some desserts for you.
Oh,
But as you say, life,
be lifing.
life,
But I'm gonna hold you to it. It's the heart.
please
I'm
do.
gonna hold you to it. It's your heart.
Okay, I'm a big guy, so I'm still asking about the cakes. So you said you get tea cakes.
Tea cakes.
Okay, I never heard of that. Either.
Never had.
He's from
Bless your,
Birmingham.
bless your heart.
I could have and then just be like, I hope my mom not listening and be like, boy, yes, you have. Don't do that. She definitely text me and say, why would you say that on the radio?
Why you gonna tell?
That's so funny.
But we could call it something different though, because I've noticed that too. Like our lingo or our language is different,
Very different.
very different.
Yeah.
Man.
And I'm from Louisiana. We got
Very different,
very, very different.
very different.
We eat a lot of different things. I am very, very happy to talk about the school.
Yes.
Tell us about the school and what is the purpose? What was the purpose? Because everything has purpose.
Yes, ma'am. Well, our now baby number 6, he is the last of the 10 clan. Um, Naeem attends the elevated places where the logo is where I am, where God says I am.
Oh,
And I am a God just like him.
made
Yes,
in his
ma'am.
image.
Made in his image. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. So the elevated places was started by 2 educators that were homeschooling their children. So they decided that they would come together with other like minded parents that were also homeschooling and create a community where all of the children could be educated. Now, there were some parents like myself where the children were in public schools and they wanted an alternative to the public schools. And so we found the elevated places, and my baby started in 2007 when they opened the doors. And I have the 5th child getting ready to graduate.
Oh wow! And they are accelerated learners, or how do you?
Yes, ma'am. The standards of elevated places to teach character, high moral standards, and high academics.
Yes, yes, that is awesome. So when you say that's the 3 principles you teach, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Well, we realize that education isn't just what you're learning. We have to teach to the whole child.
Mm.
And so the elevated places is a religious institution.
Mhm,
So we always have God as our basis.
mhm, mhm.
And in that, our children must be taught that our actions have consequences, that we are of good character, we are of good morals. And with doing that, we must have high academic standards. Now, whether or not you decide to further your education through college, or you decide that you want to learn a trade, or you want to become an entrepreneur, you're learning life lessons of character and moral and high standards that's going to take you into life so that you can one
Integrity.
day and bring that back to your community. Yes, ma'am.
I love that because we don't have that anymore. You know, it used to be family that teaches, that teaches, that teaches. Now we're very lenient um in our upbringing. You know,
Yes.
we have gentle parenting. And we should all have gentle parenting in some fashion or form in some
In
areas,
some areas. Yes, ma'am.
but the firmness is what keeps them.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not saying abusive. I'm not. I'm just saying standing on whatever you say, on everything that you say, on your principles,
Because you're training a child in the way that they
in
should
Yes.
in
go.
a way that they should
That's,
go.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you're
That's my personal. Not to cut anybody off,
go ahead.
but even like that's my personal thing to people. Like it is in my circle, in my group. I noticed that you say the firmness is probably different because these kids definitely not raised like how we was raised. For sure. For sure.
No.
They could not survive. Like my dad used to tell me that though. Like you wouldn't survive that. But I could definitely tell my kids, like, man, y'all wouldn't. But
Understand.
I always hear people in this generation, this day and age, they always say like they want to teach their kids what they didn't know. And I used to be on that, like, but then I really realized like you're really supposed to train them.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because in every situation you revert back to training.
Yes, sir.
I want to say that for the parents, and they hear us saying that, and they say that's easier said than done, because it is. These days children are different.
Mhm.
They're opinionated. They have feelings, entitled. And for the parents saying that's easier said than done, it's hard. It's going to be hard. Some children are harder than others, and it's okay to keep trying. It's okay. You don't have to give up. Keep loving them. Just cover yourself
Yes.
in the process. You can't do it alone.
You cannot.
You can't, because they are us, and we get to raise our children. But we have to also remember that our children are a part of us. We can see us in them. And that's the part that we fight so hard on. You know, that's the part that you cut your eyes. That's the part that comes from us.
Let me ask this question. Do y'all feel like, piggybacking off what you just said, do y'all feel like because they are us and we see us in them, I feel like our generation rebelled in a sense.
How?
Because think about it.
I'm listening.
Most people, I grew up in church.
Me too.
Every day almost. You get what I'm
I
saying?
understand.
At a certain age, at a certain time, when we got grown and we got to be like, I ain't gotta go, I can make my own decisions. I
Did
rebelled.
You stopped
For sure.
Yes, sir.
So now our children live in that.
in rebellion, in our rebellion,
In a sense, yeah.
and that is detrimental to them.
So I'm just posing that question, like, am I tripping, or is that like, do y'all feel like it's
Yes, sir. Well, I'm going to introduce.
Thank you. I was
allow
just
my
about to.
husband
Yes. Can you?
to speak. Could you please introduce yourself?
He like, I ain't come
Yeah,
here
he
for
said
this.
he had told me we came.
I was waiting.
I
I've been
came
waiting.
in for
This is
more
my
support.
hero.
All right.
My hero.
But we had such a great conversation off air. Like it was, so I felt like it was just.
Can you please?
Well, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Brother Levester Muhammad Johnson. And I grew up here in Missouri City.
Hey.
Of course. I have my mother and my father still live here.
Mhm.
But into what you were talking about as far as this generation goes,
Mhm.
the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says that this generation is the Joshua generation.
What does that mean?
So they are, meaning that they have the no nonsense, meaning that I'm going to do what I want to do to get the results of whatever it is that I'm going to do.
Whatever
Yeah.
they need to do.
So
I agree with that.
yeah, so it's our job, our duty to raise them, like you said, in the way we want them to go. They have to be directed in the best of manners.
Ooh.
But the only way they can do that is if we change the way we think about positively moving them forward in a positive manner.
Yes.
Because they're gonna collectively do
What they want to do.
what they want to do. I mean, this world is not focused on doing the right thing.
Oh, I was thinking about that. They glorify so much bad things, so many bad things.
So
And
much
worry about the
negativity.
consequences later.
Yeah.
They worry about it later.
But you said something earlier, entitled. I definitely feel like my teenager is entitled.
I feel like they ain't built like
tell her
that.
mama that all the time.
I
For
feel like
sure.
they ain't built like that. Because I feel like our age group, entitlement was getting your own and being responsible, being respectable. It was not about rebelling against your parents or authority figures in public. But I also believe that this generation, is a force to be reckoned with. You ain't gonna play with them. That all this stuff that's going on with the police and different things, they are rebelling, even though they are still unaliving our people at a rapid rate. They still have the unaliving season. I believe, and this is my opinion, that they allow a certain amount to be, their lives to be taken for sport. I believe the police get that privilege, and some elderly, mayonnated. That's I'm not trying mayonnated because
Should we explain to them?
I'm sure they caught me. He laughing, Miss Cassandra smiling. That's all that matters. Mayonnated people get a season, and they of course pin us against each other and pit us against each other. But I believe that this is something beyond our it's a principality that sit itself in high places. It's things that mess with the head, like the lynch letters, you know.
Yes, ma'am. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, as taught to us through the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, says that our children are an answer to a prayer.
All right now. But how do we deal with them? Now that's another prayer.
Yes,
How do
ma'am.
we thank you for this, Lord. Thank you, God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Allah. But what we gonna do now? Okay, this is the answer. How do we handle the answer to our prayer? How do we approach them? How do we bridge the gap? How do we still stay connected? Or is it not for us? Is it for them, and you lead, guide, and direct them, and us just sit and wait? Oh, you understand what that means? Put our hands on our sides and watch you work. That may be the answer. He may not want us to do what we've been doing because that's generationalized. That was that generation, and now he wants his children, let my people go, and not us enslave them with the ways of our ancestors that have been passed down and passed down and passed down, because some of that stuff ain't right. Everything that we've received from our ancestors ain't right.
Well, I'll say that also too is that there is no mystery God.
Amen.
God works through men and women. So us as parents and our proper understanding and proper education is going to transform our children.
Okay. So being
we
educated.
have to be, being an educator. That's one of the teachings, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan have taught us, that independent schools, as the elevated places and Muhammad's University,
Mhm.
teach our children a respect for themselves. So we as parents coming up, like, we know what the things that we've gone through, the things that we've done. Like me and my wife, we was converted to Islam,
Mhm.
where our children were born in Islam.
So it's a difference.
So it's a difference, and they are held to a different standard.
Oh wow. Because you were born into it.
Yeah, because they were born into it. They, like the names that they're given.
They're born.
Ismail,
Ismail.
Rashad,
That's angelic.
Naeem,
Naeem.
Asha. Those
That's the
names are,
names? Oh my
those
God.
names, Akila, Jasmine. Those are our children's names.
Wow.
So they're held to a certain standard.
They are named to
live up to their
that.
names.
Yes.
So they are with those names, it comes on a great responsibility.
I
But it's
understand that.
our job to teach them the reason why they're named like that, and to be able to move in that fashion.
Mhm.
So we
I
have
like
a big
that.
responsibility still, even though we were converted to it.
I understand.
But we still are held.
You understand it.
Yeah, we understand it. So now it's my job to tell them what's right from wrong. Not to think that just living in this world that it's okay, or you got to experience the same things that I went through. No, you shouldn't experience those things. You should know about them, but you don't have to go the same way that I went.
So what I like that you said the most is there is no mystery God.
That's right.
He uses men and women.
And it doesn't say that it has to be just Islam.
Mm-mm.
It's the same thing for Christianity.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yes, it is.
We have parents who prayed over their children,
Mm,
right? And they gave them a godly name,
yes,
right? And
So I did that.
you did.
So Rain is y'all know my baby. She's 3. Her name is Rain, Reigen. Her middle name is Kalani, which means, Rain means sovereign ruler or sovereignty, rule sovereignty.
Yes.
And Kalani means of the heavens, of the
See?
sky.
Yes,
See?
she
So
got to
I
live
knew
up
her
to that
name before
name.
her. Yeah.
Amen.
Beautiful.
And then you want to get
Beautiful.
mad when she tries to reign.
Yes,
Right.
right.
I mean, right now she's 3, so I can't.
She reigning though.
Yeah,
She is reigning.
And
So
everybody
I'm
in the
so
house
glad
got
you
to pay
said
attention
that.
to her. So yeah,
I am so glad that you said now she's living up to her name.
right.
Even at 3, 4, 5 years old, she's living it. And then we say, oh, she's something else. No, she's not.
And our job isn't to stomp that light out. It's just to guide it.
Right.
What's an example of stamp? I want to ask you about the university in a minute, but I want you to give us an example as to uplifting and not tearing down.
Yes. For example, I have a daughter named Asha, which means she is life. Asha was very, very headstrong, very independent. She knew what she wanted. And we kind of butt heads coming up because that was my spirit,
Mm-hmm.
right? I had to learn early on that spanking Asha wasn't always the answer. And I would have to sit her down and talk to her and tell her, you're one day when you become of age, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. You're going to be a beautiful soul. But right now, I'm mama and I need you to listen to me. So I had to handle her different. Spanking her every day wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
Talking to her, speaking to her spirit. Okay, Asha, I know you're the third daughter, and I know that they're washing the dishes or they're ironing the clothes, but they're of an age to do that.
Right.
But she never understood that.
Right.
All she knew is if they could do it,
I can do
I
it.
could do it.
Asha could do it.
So I found myself propping her up on my knee while I'm standing on a stool so that she could rinse the dishes.
Right.
and get water all over the floor.
Of course, but she just had to have that
But
experience.
she had to have that experience.
And you had to be a part
And
of it.
I had to try to assist. If she wanted to iron, okay, let's put the ironing board on the floor.
Right.
Assisted
And
independence.
you put your hand on my hand as we
I-
iron the leg. And I've already unplugged the iron.
yes.
Okay. Let's roll over the pants. Okay. She felt like she did something.
Yeah.
Instead of just pushing her to the side. No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't. And she used to always say, well, Mama, why are you always trying to hold me back?
Oh.
Those were her words. And I had to tell her, so, you know what, Asha, I'm not trying to hold you back, baby. Everything in due season. But I need you to not wait your turn, but I need you to get the understanding first.
That's necessary.
That's necessary. Lest you fall victim to doing things out of season and you jumped out there without the knowledge. And then you have to learn the lesson, get the spanking.
Right.
And then, because it can be hard on young children if it breaks their spirit.
What does her name
It
mean?
makes you. Oh, I'm
She
sorry.
is life.
So do you realize that you become a teacher of life?
Yes, and to this day, she is a beautiful
Being.
She is a great young lady, beautiful spirit,
And you're
a
still
wonderful
teaching
mother.
her life.
And I'm still teaching.
You
her
are the
life.
teacher of life. You named
Praise
her
Allah.
that. Now, therefore, you are the teacher of life. You have many titles.
Yes, and the great Ma'at, baby number 3. She's very calm. She is the feather by which man will be judged,
Whoa.
right? And she's the one that everyone kind of gravitated to. And even she's living in her. She's living in her power and her name. Aset, mother, very motherly, right? And so Imani, he was faith. Imani still exudes faith when things don't go his way.
He believes.
Yes. And so they, our children live up to that. And so it's just a matter of not killing the spirit, but help you to understand that it takes cultivation and it takes time for me to let you go in it, and you can't just, because this is my name, that I get to do what I want to do and I get to question you and I get to, no, there's a standard, even we answer to a higher power. So our children just have to learn the time and the proper way to do that.
To learn to answer in the proper fashion, timing. When we come back, we're going to take a commercial break as well as some music. When we come back, I want to talk about the university. Educate us. Because I didn't know it existed, I'm on this side. I want to know.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
Y'all know what it is, man. Mo City Radio, Mo City to your city. You did.
$22.34 across from the Wells Fargo building. We're all about keeping your nails looking fire. Walk-ins are welcome or book your appointment today at 281-261-5820. That's 281-261-5820. Tell them Mo City Radio sent you.
Don't you know I sit around with my head hanging down, and I wonder who's loving you. Life without love is oh so lonely. I don't think I'm gonna make it. All my life belongs to you only. Come on and take it, girl. Come on and take it, because all I can do, since you've been gone is cry, and you. And ever wonder and worry your pretty little head about what I do? Don't you know I should sit around with my head hanging down, and I wonder who's loving you. My life in the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine. Folks get down in the sunshine. Ooh, sunshine. Yeah. Folks get brown in the sunshine. Just bees and things and flowers. 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 My life in the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine. Folks get down in the sunshine. Sunshine. Folks get brown in the sunshine.
in the sunshine. Feel what I feel when I feel what I feel when I'm feeling in the sunshine. Do what I do when I do what I do when I'm doing in the sunshine. I don't hold back this feeling too so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, then come on. Oh, come on. Woo. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Let's get it on. Sugar, let's get it on. Ooh. We're all sensitive people with so much to give. Understand each other. Since we got to be here, let's live. I love you. There's nothing wrong with me loving you, baby, no. And giving yourself to me can never be wrong if the love is true. Oh, baby. Ooh. Now, don't you know how sweet and wonderful life can be? Ooh. I'm asking you, baby, to get it on with me. Ooh.
Oh, we back with this Fire Morning Show with Allie.
And your boy 205 CEO.
Today we have our special guests. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your titles to everyone, please.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Cassandra Muhammad, Mocha Swan.
I'm Levester Muhammad, the husband of Mocha Swan.
Okay, let's stop right there. Let's pause. So I gotta ask the name Mocha Swan.
Yes.
Enlighten me.
Okay. Actually, that name came about. You remember in the late 1990s, early 2000s, there was this trend of we were the mocha moms and you were caramel this.
Yeah,
and
I was Caramel Bay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
was, baby.
God.
Yes, I was. With a K. Caramel with a K, baby.
This lady was so serious and she was so on point.
Did I agree with you? I understand. Go ahead. He make me mad. Go on.
And this one particular year, as I told you, I was an educator. I teach special education. And I was teaching summer school. And the facilitators that were over the teachers at that time, they did something at the end of the summer school cycle. They passed out a card to everyone. And they said, we've been watching everyone to write down your characteristics and what we thought about you. So when they gave me my cue card, it said very graceful, swan-like.
Oh.
And I was like, oh.
It makes sense.
And so I
makes sense.
You know, and I just connected I'm a chocolate. I said, I don't want to be chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I'm more of a caramel.
Yes,
So
come on, girl. I told you I understood.
So I was like, I'm a mocha swan, and it just fit.
Swan like death.
Graceful.
Graceful.
Yes.
One of the things that you all don't know about me, I often say I'm going to write a book because I really feel like I was the ugly duckling that actually turned into
Mocha Swan.
A swan. You know, I was pigeon-toed. I grew up with many issues with my legs, you know, having to wear cast on them, the shoes with the bar in the middle. And I used to trip over my feet.
Yes, ma'am.
I have scars to prove them.
You fell?
I would always fall face first.
Oh.
And my mother was like, Sandy, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. So she put me in Charming Poise, where they forced me to learn how to straighten my feet and walk on a line. And there came from the Charming Poets. I went into modeling troops and runway modeling that
Mhm.
gave way to pageantry. And so that's probably what they were seeing with the graceful walk is because when I walk, all I hear all the time is head up, nose up, shoulders back, tuck tuck this. Sandy, take it back. Take it because I could never get it right. So I always had to take it back to the wall and try to take it back. Sandy, take it back, take it back.
So can I just say something really, really quick? Thank you, Mama.
Yes.
I just want to just acknowledge your mother because that was the best thing she could have done for you. When she saw that you felt a certain way about you, she showed you the best parts of you. You just had to dig in there.
And I'm still learning to be self-confident, you know, but and that's all the businesses because my mother made sure I was in something every day of the week. And that's why the piano lessons because I came up through piano. That's why the etiquette because it was born into me, you know, and um the education, the consulting, the tutoring, the math, you know, the dance, all of that was because my mother made sure I stayed in something
Oh, that's so
every day.
awesome. It makes me feel so much better. You know, like some of us need to hear that because there are mothers and fathers out here struggling every day trying to figure it out because their children just they can't connect with them because they're, you know,
Mhm.
different and they may not have the understanding that their children needs. That's why you said it was important to educate yourself. You must study and show yourself approved because some of these children we have are beyond our understanding. They are able to pick up on things and grasp things and concepts and ways we're like flabbergasted, you know, like what?
Great minds.
So we still have to study and we still have to be a role model every day. We still have to push and magnify the best parts of ourselves so that they can search for that in themselves.
Yes. Yes.
Um, go ahead, continue.
No, I just wanted my
To tell, look,
my king. I wanted my king.
He like
I wanted him to finish talking about
he
telling
just
us
chilling. He
telling
like,
I didn't understand about the university part of the school and you were telling us it was just and even though it was just it was knowledge to us. So if you can kind of tell us what exactly you told us about the school and you was like no, the school is just a part of, but explain to us because there may be someone out here wanting to do the same thing.
Well, Muhammad's University, of course, of Islam, was started by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the main school is in Chicago.
Mhm.
And he started that because of independent school districts. I mean, because of he wanted independent learning,
right.
and he removed his children, even his children, out of schools and started his own university. And it is, of course, it is more advancement for our children
Uh-huh.
because, like you said, our children are totally different, and if first they have to learn about loving themselves first. Where I hate to say it, in the public school, I didn't learn a lot about myself, about me.
I didn't see yourself.
I couldn't
You
see
learned about the
myself.
infrastructure and what they needed.
Yeah, about what they needed. So therefore, my children, even myself, I grew up learning about get an education to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, get an education to go to school to get a job. You know, go to college to
Right,
get a
right,
job.
right.
But to get a job is what just above broke. Is
Yeah.
what that
It
acronym
is
means.
just to
Right,
have a
right.
job.
You know, and then someone else constantly tell me what to do.
Right.
I don't have control over my own time. I don't have the mindset of going out and being independent.
Modern day waged slavery.
Right. So this education in Islam and not Islam in Muhammad's University and elevated places is teaching our children independence to learn how to do for themselves. And more importantly is how important you are as an individual.
Mhm.
and it does have of course, a religious base to it,
Yes.
but it's not the whole,
It's the core.
it's just a core,
Yeah.
because you got to teach a person about God,
Yeah.
because God lives inside them.
Yes.
And if you remove that from them, how
Who
can they
are you?
learn
Right.
regular education, mathematics? Mathematics is God.
You are mathematics.
You are
You are
mathematics.
mathematics.
So it has to be that kind of teaching. So that's what Muhammad University, and is of course is through Elevated Places also, which is here in Missouri City, and then Muhammad University is at our local mosque,
Oh,
which
wow.
is at 4443 OST.
And how is this, if you wanted to bring your child to the university, to the school, how do you become a part of the school? How do you enroll your child?
Okay. You can go to noihouston.org. We have a link for Muhammad University of Islam there. If you wanted to contact the Elevated Places, you could go to the elevatedplaces1@gmail.com and then find resources. They're also on Facebook. They're on Instagram, as well as Muhammad University of Houston is also on Facebook and Instagram.
And most people would want to know, because I know this is a big question, is it tuition based, and is it affordable for people who may not have the best situation?
Yes, ma'am. It is tuition based. But I would really have you to call them and speak with them, because I know that Muhammad University of Islam in Houston, it is a nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
so just speak to call and speak and see what they can do.
That would be great. Thank you so much for that information. As we move forward in our interview, we we talk about family, of course, relationships and family. We talk about community and things like that. Relationships. Let's talk about relationships. Who did it?
Who did it?
Who did it? Which one of y'all did it? Who came for who? Who did it? Mm-hmm. Now she laughing. She like, oh my God. Who did it? Who was the person who said, hey, how you doing? He laughing.
Yeah, it was me.
It was you.
Yes.
At a day and age, and y'all been together how long?
He was proud to say that too.
Yes, he did. It was
We're
me.
about to celebrate 6 years.
6 years. And y'all know how previous relationships could have been. You know that the dating pool is, oh man, I don't know what they need to just close it down and drain it. What made you believe in love again?
Well, I had to take a break and study myself, because of my understanding of what it took to get a woman was totally wrong.
What was that?
I would say most of us.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us are most.
He started laughing.
But most of us, or I'll speak mostly for myself.
Okay.
In this world, we're taught to look at the shapes, look at how beautiful,
The aesthetics.
look at certain things, or if the woman is loose,
Yes.
or whatever it is that I want to do to find me a woman.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
You know what I'm saying? But through the teachings of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, is now I have to recognize her mind.
Mm.
And once I find her mind, then everything else is just, it's going to fall in place.
I about to say, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
So once I learned who I was and really took heed to what I was, to what I wanted to be, and what my ultimate goal is, then he helped me. It revealed to me the woman.
Oh wow.
And it revealed to me Mocha Swan and Cassandra.
All right, and both of them. He said both of them. And three of them.
Sandy. It's three of them.
I understand. Don't even look. I am not mad. As long as you know. Long as you know.
And I gotta know which one I'm dealing with.
Yes.
Each time.
Amen. No.
But But yeah, so I pursued her, and then in the Nation of Islam, we have a criteria of what we follow, or rules that we follow, and we go through a courtship process.
What is that like? I've heard of it, but let's talk about it.
So in the Nation of Islam, if a brother that's single and he wants to speak with a sister, which is an MGT.
MGT?
A Muslim girls training.
Oh.
A Muslim girl in training.
Yeah, in
wow.
training. And we FOI, Fruit of Islam.
Oh, y'all the fruit and they in training.
Yeah.
At that time. At that time.
Well, you're going to be that regardless. But so I reached out and I to our uppers, which is like a captain in our nation.
Oh, it's a real process. You got to process. Yeah, you better not walk up on her.
No. Yeah.
We are a nation.
Yeah.
We have a military structure.
Yeah. So I reached out to my captain and asked him about courtship with Cassandra.
They have to approve it?
And they have to approve it. But also you have to be held accountable for what you're doing. So if I'm not all in exact,
they're gonna tell you no.
Like, brother, you ain't ready for no wife.
Oh wow.
No, you need to get
go on, sit down.
Get yourself together.
I understand that.
You know, which is good. You know, steel sharpens steel.
Yes.
And if we know the process, and we are willing to submit to the process, it's gonna be better for you. I can't. So far, me being in other relationships, I'm not saying that my relationships outside of the Nation of Islam were wrong, because God was still in control, and
but they just had no structure.
But it had no structure.
Mm-hmm.
It had my own proper understanding of what it was to find a woman, which was not right. So, the reason why it wasn't right is because it didn't last. Where I feel that my relationship now will last because I have a certain understanding about who I am and what I'm dealing with.
I understand.
So,
wow,
that was the process that we went through.
So he had to put in papers, and then I had
to put in paperwork.
He had to put in papers for me, and then I decided whether or not I wanted to go into courtship. I could deny it.
Did you deny it one time?
Ma'am.
You right away. She was like,
she was peeping you too.
Yeah. Yes. She said, no, ma'am.
Okay, so this is like, I didn't know all this.
Yeah, there's no touching.
Oh,
no
wow.
kissing. When you go on not a date, but an outing, you have to go with a chaperone.
How long does this last?
Well, our courtship lasted 3-4 months. But Minister Farrakhan said that, courtship should not be long.
Short courtship, long marriage.
Long marriage.
What?
Because what you're doing is you're taking the person to court. We're trying to determine, are we compatible?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. You said you're taking them to court.
I took him to court. I asked him questions.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I checked
interrogation.
Yes, and you ask about previous spouses, about their character. And I was fortunate that we were working in leadership together here at the mosque. So I knew a lot about Levester because we're lieutenants together, right? Over the men and the women. And I just needed to ask some personal questions.
And you had to have permission granted to be able to interrogate him.
No, once the papers were given to me.
Okay.
The ball was in your court.
Then the ball was in my court.
Okay. Ooh-wee.
Well, I think the word interrogation is very but
well,
it is true.
That's probably what it felt like.
You're finding out truth about one another.
True, though. Yeah.
Because that's what you want to base it on. You want to base it on truth. I need to find out exactly what's going on in her head, and she has to find out what's exactly going on in my head.
And then use discernment.
And then use the proper discernment under the guidance of God.
Not your personal.
Not your own personal thing. Now, I'm asking strategic questions on, well, how do you raise your children? Of course, I've been sitting back watching her.
Yeah.
So I've been like, okay, I'm seeing this. She's very She's part of her children's
Involved.
lives. She's
They're-
involved in the mosque,
Mm.
which was very big.
So they're
for me.
being raised in the mosque.
Yeah, they're being raised in the mosque. They're being and she's very active
Mm-hmm.
in our nation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so therefore it was like, okay, well, we may be compatible. Now I got to see, like she always says, I got to see if her crazy match my crazy.
All right, crazy.
Yeah. And if it does, then we'll be
She
able to
cutting
move
up.
forward. Yeah, we'll be able to move forward. And it does.
It does.
Yeah, so that's
And we're not married. We're just in the process of marriage.
I mean,
Married.
you could have fooled us, you know.
So let me ask you this question.
what she's saying, that we are married.
We're
but-
married, but we're working to be one. Because
Yeah.
when you're married, you have become one,
Facts.
right? And so that's the process that we agreed to go through.
you had to-
So let me ask you this. I
The
had another
words. I
question
love
before
words.
that,
Go ahead.
but me too. That's why I'm
I'm
yeah.
a word person,
So saying that, when do you feel like you become one? At what time do you arrive at the destination?
you're always working to be one.
We're always now I can
Yeah.
look at the example of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Mother Khadijah.
Hmm.
His thoughts are her thoughts.
At this point,
Yes. You know, they know each other. They love, anticipate, need,
Which comes with
Love.
time.
which comes with time.
Yeah.
love, anticipate, and need
Mhm.
each other.
Let's say over time, if I see that Levester is in need, the love that I have for him will dictate what my actions are going to be to assist him. If he comes home, I should be able to read
His needs.
his needs. If he needs a hug, or it's not the time for me to come and say, you know, babe, they called about the bills or
Mhm.
the lights. Maybe let me be his comfort.
As soon as you come in,
Yes. Knowing that he's had a long day on the truck with Lukman Transportation, LLC.
yeah, you're gonna throw that out there anyway. We're gonna what is
Yeah.
it? Say it a little
We're gonna
louder.
talk about it.
Look, we're gonna talk about it because yes,
Yeah, you know, and then it's difficult. Or he's been pushing out on the block with the paper.
Mhm.
You know, he's tired. He's been on his feet all day. He's been on post all day. So I have to see what his needs are. But that's the love that anticipates that. Maybe he doesn't have to ask, Cassandra, can you rub my shoulder? Or can you make sure you have a balanced meal for me?
yes, it comes natural though. You said that.
And just like today, being on this show, I'm still a wreck, but his love anticipated my need. He said, you
Aw.
know what? He's calling the other people, man, I may have to hit you up later because I need to be there to support my wife because normally he's gone at 6:30 in the morning.
Today was
you
the
know.
day.
But today, if the truck doesn't move, he doesn't make money.
Yes,
So the love for me was a little bit more important than making the money to support me.
I always tell people the most valuable currency you can ever get is time.
Yes.
Time. I need you.
I just need you.
I ain't even gonna tell you I need you because I know that you got things to do. I know you're supposed to be on that truck. I'm not even gonna even put you in that position, but my soul is crying out, I need you.
Literally.
That's beautiful.
And also a great example was our parents, both of us, my mother and father are still together. They've been together for 50 plus years.
Wow.
Her mother and her father are together. They've been together for
50 plus
50
years.
plus years. So we have great examples in front of us that we can follow,
That accept you.
that accept us.
Because that's the best way you can get. But when someone accepts you for who you are, they pour into you.
That's right.
Yes. But you asked a question earlier, like, I think you said, how did you know? But that we were ready for marriage.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't something that I think, it's like, I just need someone to hold. I just, marriage is one half our faith. It's taught by the Honorable Miss Lewis.
It's one half of your
It's
faith.
one half of our faith.
Marriage.
Marriage is one half of your faith. Because he is the steel sharpening the steel.
Okay.
because I could be out here doing
The most.
the most, but he keeps me in check.
Come on now.
Facts. Now she said,
Come on now.
Let me call. Hold on. Let me come on.
Wait, hold on. She can watch
Let me
it.
call my wife.
Leave her alone.
When Sandy starts to jump out,
Okay. And I love the fact, because my husband does that too. He knows my personality. He knows my shifts and moves. Sometimes he
Yeah.
might not care all the time. He'd be like, look, I don't care who you is today. You're gonna learn what I'm saying.
Right.
And I love that he accepts you for who you are, and he knows your different characteristics. That's what I want to say, personalities.
right?
Characteristics. I love that.
Yes. Yes.
And Sandy pops out.
Yes. Cassandra, Cassandra.
Oh, she's wonderful.
I put her to the back.
Oh, she a mess?
No, so Cassandra is learning. She
Educated. And
She's
yeah.
pleasant.
Yeah, she's pleasant.
That's how you know that she really about that. Everybody who be at that rah-rah, she pleasant. She ain't nothing to play with.
she said, but you ain't meet Sandy.
I saw that when she was standing outside the door the other day.
She said, but you ain't meet Sandy.
That's what I'm telling you.
Amen.
I know, because she's too pleasant. Them the people that's really
Off the
yeah,
chain.
for sure. Yeah.
I'm
I used to work for some Sicilian people, and I told her that, and they was the most pleasant people. But I know.
But you know.
But I know.
amen. And it takes a strong people. I'm talking about you and him, or husband and wife, a strong people. Because the biggest goal of the enemy is to separate us.
That's right.
It's so easy to separate. It's so easy to walk away. I've done it. Look at me. Hi, my name's Allison.
Yes.
And I've walked away several times. But what I'm telling you is the fight is, cleaving together.
Yes.
That's right.
And this man was strong enough, said, I have shoulders strong enough to take on you and your 6 children.
Wow. My
I
husband.
got her. That's the game there.
See?
All right.
All right.
That's what I'm about.
See?
That's what
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
I didn't view it like that. Now you're making me feel bad and guilty. I feel convicted because, yeah,
So
we'll talk about it later.
So I have a question. Let's go back to the courtship.
Yes.
Did y'all at that time see that as what most people would call premarital counseling? Is that kind of
Yes, because
and when y'all said y'all had like the conversation, we're not gonna say interrogation.
Right.
When y'all had the conversation, or this is what I like to say, effective communication.
yes.
Right.
Because people can communicate. Us arguing, we're communicating, we just ain't. We're not
Effectively
effective.
yeah.
But so when y'all had the sit down, the effective communication, did y'all feel like that was in the sense of premarital?
Yes.
How
and
do
our
you have
chaperones helped us
counsel?
with that, because they sometimes they led the questions when they knew that I wasn't willing to talk about different things that they knew I was going through.
Mm-hmm.
They would
The
ask?
sister, she made sure that she asked the question. Okay, so Lavessa, let me ask you on my behalf,
Mm-hmm.
or made us look at ourselves and ask the hard questions, because sometimes I don't want to ask him because I don't want to
Start no
I
trouble.
don't want to
Yeah.
know. No. We need to know.
So what is your advice on handling conflict in, everyday type stuff, in marriages? Having issues with communication, I know that the process is different, and I know that there's a different standard, because in Christianity we run wild. We out here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think that's all Christians.
No, it's
That's
not.
not all Christians.
It's not. It's a lot of structure to a lot of
Mhm.
different, but there's so many different sects. It's this branch and this way and this. Everybody makes it convenient. Will you call it personal to their understanding? I just want to know, what is one of the, if you were to give advice, how would you give us advice on handling conflict?
Always seek patience through prayer. You always have to go to Allah. Always go to Allah
First.
First,
Hmm.
and having open communication, listening. Actually listening, not I hear you because I'm
Listening to respond.
because I'm getting ready to respond to you,
Yes.
right? And actually listening and hearing the other person. You have something?
Yeah. I would say, like we've been taught, is that like you said, proper communication is very big. Meaning that when she's communicating something to me, I don't have the TV on. I don't let anything else outside of that. I'm looking directly at her. I am in every way trying to help her know that I'm there. I'm in present time, listening directly to what it is that she's saying, and then allowing her to finish what she's saying, and then I want to respond.
Mm-hmm.
And that is vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our proper communication with one another through marriage, because that was one of the things that we were never taught. We wasn't taught the science of business. We was not taught the science of marriage. It's a science to those things, and we wasn't taught the science of having children and raising children.
Have you been taught that now?
We're learning.
We're learning.
Okay.
We're learning.
So it's still a process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both have been we've been in the nation. I've been in the nation since 1992.
Really?
Yeah. I was able to be part of the Million Man March in 95 in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been in the nation for
since 95.
Since 1995.
Almost 30 years.
Yeah. So
I was 4.
You were 4.
Yeah. 4 with a F-O.
I was doing the math, but I was 4. Go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all.
I love that for you all, and I am so here for it, for you to be able to encourage and inspire people, excuse me, in your walk and what you have going on. This is amazing. I think this is a fire conversation on Fire Morning Show. When we come back, our brother will tell us about his business, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to listen to a song or two, and we're going to come back. He like, I done told you I didn't want to come up here and do that. I told you, woman. I love you now. Come on here. Yes. But we got to do it, because why not? This is our opportunity to lift the bushel. You know? We don't want to hide that anymore. Let's go.
Stay tuned, Mo City Radio.
Hurting the wreck? You better call Lady Justice.
713-621-1971.
In the dark, a certain time I can call you, a letter of love, but no name did you sign, pretending to that we were just friends. When I saw you, I didn't know that you wanted me to be. I didn't know that you wanted me for your, you wanted me to be your secret love. Why can't we tell somebody? 'Cause secret love never lasts as long. Your secret love will never be your true love. I can't be no secret, baby. It's breaking my heart. You should have let me know from the first time, baby, that you were not free to love. How could you wait so long? Oh, what a waste of love, baby. I should have known that you wanted me to be. I should know that you wanted me for your, to be your secret love. Why can't we tell somebody? 'Cause secret love never mean as much. Your secret love will never be your true love. I can't be no secret, baby. It's breaking my heart. I won't be your secret love, 'cause 'cause it's just a waste of my love. I'm telling you from the start, I won't be the one who gives you love. When you're under, ain't giving you Don't come now, wait for a while. Let's meet at the place downtown. It's a shame it has to be like this, but I really miss you, baby. Your secret love, why can't we tell somebody? 'Cause secret love never lasts that long. Your secret love will never be your true love. I can't be your secret, baby. You're breaking my heart. Your secret love, why can't we take
One month ago today, I was happy as a lark, but now I go for walks, to the movies, maybe to the park. Have a seat on the same old bench to watch the children play. You know, tomorrow's their future, but for me, it's just another day. Well, they all gather around me. They seem to know my name. Oh, we laugh, tell a few jokes, but it still doesn't ease my pain. Well, I know I can't hide from a memory, though day after day I try. I keep saying she'll be back, but today again I lie.
Oh, I see her face everywhere I go, on the street and even at the picture show. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh, I hear her voice as the cold winds blow in the sweet music on my radio. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Why, oh, why did you have to leave and go away? Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been used to having someone to lean on, and I'm lost. Baby, I'm lost. Oh, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh, she left her kiss upon my lips, but left the break within my heart. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh, I see her hand reaching out to me. Only she can set me free. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Why, oh, why did you have to leave and go away? Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been used to having someone to lean on, and I'm lost. Baby, I'm lost. Oh, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh,
as another day comes to an end. I'm looking for a letter or something, or anything she would send. With all the people I know, I'm still a lonely man. You know, it's funny, but I thought I had her in the palm of my hand. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh, yeah. Have you seen her? Have you seen her?
Let me know, let me know, let me know when I feel what I feel. Sometimes it's hard to tell you so. You may not be in the mood to learn what you think you know. There are times when I find you wanna keep yourself from me. When I don't have the strength, I'm just a mirror of what I see. But at your best, you are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know, let me know. Let me know when you feel what you feel. Hard for me to understand. So many things have taken place before this love affair began. But if you feel like I feel, confusion can give way to doubt. For there are times when I fall short of what I say. What I say I'm all about. But at your best, you are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know, let me know. Tell me what it is for me to make believe. Make believe, not me to make believe. Look beyond your world. Try to find a place for me. Try to find a place for me. 'Cause at your best, you are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know, let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. wait till the midnight hour. That's when my love comes tumbling down. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour when there's no one else around. I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you and do all the things I told you in the midnight hour. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. One more thing I just want to say right here. I'm gonna wait till the stars come out and see that twinkle in your eyes. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. That's when my love begins to shine. You're the only girl I know that really loves me so. In the midnight hour. Oh yeah, in the midnight hour. Yeah. All right, play it for me one time now. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. That's when my love comes tumbling down. I'm gonna wait when the midnight hour. That's when my love begins to shine. Just you and I. Oh, baby, just you and I. Nobody around, baby, just you and I. All right. You know what? I'm gonna hold you in my arms, just you and I. Oh.
One thing about it, the fire conversation keeps going, even when y'all can't hear it. We've been talking about a lot of wonderful things in business, family, friends, community, relationship, children for sure. Now let's talk about this trucking company. Let's talk about this truck. We just now was smiling and verbal high-fiving because he's made a major accomplishment. But tell us about it. Tell us about
What's the
what
name of
you
your
got.
trucking company?
It's Luke Mine Transportation.
Luke.
Luke Mine.
And tell them what
LLC.
you haul.
I haul vehicles.
Okay.
I'm a car hauler. I have a 7-car hauler, and I haul mostly in Texas. I don't go
You
outside.
don't really go out of state.
Yeah.
If people
I
wanted
go to Louisiana.
right?
Okay, well, tell my people hello when you pass through. And if you hauling any cars, make sure if you one fall off accidentally, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure it's by my driveway.
You said you've been driving since 1995,
Yes, sir.
and you have your own authority now.
Yes.
And how long you've had your own authority?
Since 2022.
Okay.
Since 2022.
How do you feel like? Because it's definitely an up and down process. It's a tedious process for sure.
Yes.
And I don't even have to. So I really don't want to go higher than a box truck. I definitely want to invest and buy a rig, but I'm honest with myself.
Right.
I know I don't want to drive. Now I know how to drive because, but legally, I'm going to get the paperwork, get my CDL just to cover them, you know.
Yes.
But and also because getting certain loads, it helps. But like, what made you want to do that?
In my uncle,
Mhm.
I have an uncle. Wow, may God be pleased with him. He returned back to God.
Mhm.
He taught me when I was younger, when I was always in trouble.
Right.
In school.
Right, like me. Right.
He taught you how to drive a truck?
He taught me how to
So
drive.
yeah, that's how I my same.
A truck or just the big truck or just drive,
No,
period?
he had an 18-wheeler. Yeah.
So you started off on big rig.
Big rig, yeah.
Ooh.
So that's kind of similar to me.
With the bread truck.
Yeah. Because I used to get in trouble so much. My dad was like,
come on, you want to do something? You want?
You're not sitting
That's
here.
what my dad.
Yes.
That same thing with my dad. He was like, man, look, because I had to do my uncle did construction.
I got an uncle that do construction. Oh, I hated that.
He did
And I'm
the
scared of
driving.
heights.
Oh my God. So all of that was me.
Yeah, same.
When I was young, that's all I was doing.
You must have been getting in trouble bad.
Yes,
I would too.
I was in Fort Bend. They I was at the point of being kicked out of the district.
Really?
Uh,
The whole district?
yeah, yeah.
Just the do you know how big the district is, sir?
I know, right? Was it the district or whatever? I don't know.
She
Yeah,
said, yeah, it was the
Yeah, right,
district.
I understand what you mean though.
And y'all had been close to each other. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you finish. Y'all had been close to each other in proximity all these years and not met each other yet?
No, I moved to Texas in 95.
In 95. So okay, we'll talk about that later. All right. Finish telling us about that. Well, it's because I was asking because sometimes, you know, how God moves, and I know this is off the trucking. We're gonna get back to trucking, I promise. He'll have you in close proximity with the person that you're meant to be with. And you will be looping and going all like really crossing paths and never meet each other. And I'm thinking that's what I was thinking about. Did that happen with y'all? You know, like y'all were in the same area y'all were going to the same mosque.
Yes, and I didn't know him.
That's what I'm saying. And you had been there this whole time. And he was in the making. And you were in the making.
Exactly.
Being
I couldn't
processed.
have said it better.
Oh, y'all were being processed, you know.
Said it better.
It's the needing. And the whole time y'all knew each other, but y'all didn't know each other. Y'all was right next to each other probably every week.
And we were in separate relationships.
Yeah, that's not what but y'all were in training.
Yes.
Because y'all wasn't on that. Y'all didn't see each other. Y'all didn't know each other. Y'all were in training right around the energy. You know, the longitude and latitude was very, very close. Y'all would have been on the same dot looking from space. Moving forward back to the truck.
It says that we plan and Allah plans, and Allah is the best of planners.
Divinely. Isn't that divine? That's divine, I believe. I believe that.
Bro, I mean that.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I don't know if y'all understood that y'all had been intertwining the whole time and being made and crafted into who you're supposed to be for one another, despite the adversity and the things that was going on in your lives. You thought it was the worst. I can't take this no more. I don't want to do this no more. I can't stand it. And God, the whole time, Allah was shaking you up and pressing you together, getting you ready for this man and getting you ready for Sandy.
That's right. Because I do believe, just like with the trucking, I wouldn't have been able to continue doing what I was doing or what I'm doing now if it wasn't for her.
Really?
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Back to the trucking note.
She when I first stepped out, because I stepped out twice.
What you mean?
Meaning that I'm talking about as far as my
authority.
Yeah,
trying
stepping out on
I know
faith.
what you mean.
You know, we secular. You got to watch yourself.
Yeah.
I got the microphone.
Oh, you talking about that's
we still learning. We growing here.
See, I told you she really about it. You saw her face change quick.
Yeah, not that step.
We growing, so y'all got to bear with us.
I was about to get into this.
Stepping out on faith.
But I understand what you mean, though.
Yeah, meaning that I had worked for someone for so long.
Yeah.
Oh, you wasn't even,
because it's like you almost get comfortable.
Yeah, you get
complacent.
Yeah, you get
it's
complacent. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, they giving me this, they giving me that, and not knowing that, man, I can do this for myself.
Right, you can do this. Right.
So what happened?
So
what happened? What happened to make you say one day, I ain't doing this no more?
The white man being the white man.
Okay.
Sorry.
Enough.
I don't know if I can say that.
Enough. You can say it.
But yeah, I just had to say, okay, well, enough is enough. I can do this for myself. I can do it. So I went ahead and I think I started with the process of me. I was working at a company, hauling containers. That's what I was doing for a while when we first met one another. The truck that I'm driving now, or that I was driving then, is the one that I bought. The guy gave me an opportunity, and he told me that I could make payments to him.
Right.
And that's what I did the
that's
whole
a good
time.
guy.
He was
God bless him 10 for 100.
Matter of fact, he came to our wedding.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is when I first started with the company, working for him, and he came to my wedding.
If that don't say I support you in every way.
Yeah, he brought his family.
Wow.
And it was I always go back to this because it was so funny. because he's a Hispanic. Shout out to
Migo.
Mr.
Edward,
Sanchez.
Edward
Mr. Sanchez.
Mr. Sanchez, man, he was a beautiful man. I tell him he my family still today because he just came to the wedding, and I had just started at that company, and he showed up to our wedding, and of course the brothers, they was like,
Who that is?
"Who this dude?" Because he came with his big cowboy hat on,
All right.
jeans, and everything, walking to the door, and they was like, "No, I
the
think
wrong
you at the
spot.
wrong
Yeah.
place."
Him a gaucho. Him a gaucho.
Right.
And he said, "No, I'm here for Lee." Everybody called, Lee. He said, "No, I'm here for Lee.
Right.
It's his wedding, right?" And he came in and everything, and he stayed the whole time. But anyway, I worked for him for I think 4 years, maybe 4 years, and I worked and paid the truck off.
Right.
And then I stayed there another year and worked.
Get your bearings on it.
Yeah, just so I can get. But my ultimate goal was to go into car hauling. I always talked about that.
Owner operator.
Owner operator, work for myself, do the things for myself. So that was the steps. And then when I first stepped out, oh my God,
It was shaking.
head-
Your legs were shaking.
No,
His hair is
so immediately
it's
stuff with the truck.
fell.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
hectic
I'm talking
because
about
everything falls on you. It's kind of easy to get complacent with the company because you just getting a check.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're not paying the maintenance. Your tire blow out, you can go to Amigo and get
$100, $150.
you can go get one maybe $60.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna spend $4, $5
For one tire.
for one tire.
For one tire.
For one time.
But I could get it, but I don't get it. You know.
But no, what he means when immediate, like
Yeah.
we didn't even get a check first.
Yeah,
On the first run,
you got to put it back into the
the
business.
tank.
No,
tank.
the very first run that we did when I got my authority
Mhm.
and everything. I'm talking about I had spent all the money to get the authority,
Right.
insurance.
That's not
very
cheap.
very expensive.
Yeah,
And I think I picked up my first load I picked up was right here in Missouri City at Niagara Waters, right here.
The water right on the
The
back
water
street by Buffalo Run.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up a load and I was delivering to I think 4 HEBs.
Mm-hmm.
The third HEB I got to deliver the water, I went in, backed up, dropped the stuff off. She was with me.
Mhm.
And it was late at night.
Right.
Working at night, right there in Katy. And I come out of there. And Lord have mercy. When I came out of the driveway, I heard a scrape. I have a Peterbilt 379. So
Mhm.
you have tanks
on both
on the
sides.
bottom.
Yeah.
And they hang down.
Right,
So I came out of there, I heard like a scrape on the ground.
right.
What is that? And then I just kept, drove
Keep on going.
Got
Yeah,
up,
ain't gonna stop.
drove
Got
on
near
up,
the light and
got up to the light, and I was like, "Babe, you smell something? What is going on?" And lo and behold, something broke on the bottom.
And diesel just everywhere.
My God!
Man,
And I had just spent, and I hadn't got a check at all yet. And we spent everything.
Getting it.
let me ask you this:
starting out.
did your DEF and your diesel mix?
No, I have my truck is a 1990.
So you ain't got to deal with
I don't
DEF.
have it, I don't have
Okay,
it.
yeah, okay,
Thank
gotcha.
God.
Because
It's better.
that's no.
No. So you got gas,
No,
No,
he
I
got
have
diesel.
but
DEF is diesel efficiency fluid. It's more so made now for more modern trucks.
like that E80 or whatever. The E gas.
No, it's
No,
it's just a cleaner for your exhaust.
Okay.
But
It's
only
supposed to be
mostly truckers have it. You got some cars probably take it if they take diesel, but mostly only truckers. Or diesel trucks like pickup trucks, they probably have to have it too.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
But
got
it's
them.
after a certain time. He's saying he got a older, so he fine.
Okay.
But it
didn't
would have
bother
been
me.
worse.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, heck yeah.
It's been
Wow.
bad. It's been real bad.
Yeah.
we're gonna stop with that right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that
Gonna
alone.
leave
But
it.
anyway, it was a difficulty what took place with that.
Mhm.
And when it happened, I mean, I was just completely gone.
Mhm.
We
And-
tried again after that, another run.
Yeah,
Spent money, tried again.
got that fixed.
I said, but you got to get it fixed for you. Right.
And then something else took place.
Happened.
It was just
Right.
like back to back.
Domino
Right,
effect.
right,
It was
right.
just constant.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, please.
Step back
What I'm
in.
saying is that I wouldn't have, I don't know if I would have been able to continue if I didn't have her support,
Right.
Wow.
because she supported me even that night. I'm
Right.
talking about that night. I was about to walk off from
Right.
the truck, everything.
No,
I
Right.
just like,
He
man,
had
forget
walked
it.
off.
Right.
You had to get him back.
He had walked off. I had to go and get him out of the street.
Wow.
He wasn't there.
It was
He was-
trauma.
He was,
Yeah.
he was
Facts.
just walking
That was traumatic to him.
Yeah,
in the street.
I was gone.
He was gone.
I understand what you're
Y'all remember that song "Somebody Loves You" by Patti LaBelle?
And all I could do for him at that moment is say, let's pray.
Oh
Just
wow.
had to say, because I didn't even know what to do.
You ain't know the words. You ain't know nothing but prayer. I can't even. I don't got nothing to say to you, baby. I just, Lord God,
And
I
God
love.
sent a couple people. He sent a
He sent
couple
some
of
angels.
angels.
But that's the difference of being somebody's peace and being a disruption.
That's right.
I love that y'all name y'all child
Man, say that
Ishmael.
again.
That's the difference between being somebody's peace and being a disruption.
The name.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, facts.
That is facts. Did y'all hear what he said?
What happened? We was talking. I'm sorry. We be you know we be tagged.
I'm just saying that was
What you
what he
said?
said was
She was being his peace and not his disruption. Because of what he was going through. And I'm a man, so I understand that, but I also understand the business.
Yeah,
That could have really broke them up.
yeah.
Because if she would have came
The
and
wrong
been
way
disruptive,
while he was going through it.
it. But she came and was his peace. And now, and I also pay attention that women pay way more attention in detail. Give me a woman led business or women on my team all day. I just need guys for security.
Yeah.
But if you know me, I got security.
Man, go sit down.
I got him and his partners anyway, so this is cool. But honestly, she was his piece and not his disruptor though. That's a big deal.
It is because your husband made sure that we heard that. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Did y'all hear that?" And you know what? I'm Lord forgive me.
I'm gonna have to write that down there because that was
I am.
You are.
And at other times, I'm Allie.
And I am too.
I know it. But thank you, Lord.
I was good. I'm
He's so
sorry, outside.
distracted.
I'm gonna write that down though because
Right.
that's very good because we are actually chaperones now. We passed on now since we're married. We are chaperones now to our singles, the
Ministry.
singles
Really?
ministry. And so that's what we talk about.
That was a jewel.
That was a jewel that he just gave.
205.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Was very
All glory to
good.
God. Hey.
I'll
was
make
very
note of
good.
it. I'll make
Yeah,
note.
make note of that.
Yeah, all glory to
I'm
God.
gonna have to steal that from you.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine. No, man.
He at least he told you.
Yeah.
He's like, you can have it, sir. You don't have to
Yeah.
steal
Man,
it.
that was I mean,
But that's a real thing though. Like, I appreciate what you're saying, but I'm saying it from a real place. Like, that's a real thing. And I think that a lot of times women don't understand that. I'm not saying any woman in this room.
No, I don't
But
sometimes.
But in general,
you
women
know,
just don't get it.
we pop off.
Yeah. And it, like, I always tell my wife, like, okay, so being married, I learned the definition of being submissive. Because as a male, of course, you think like, oh, well, I'm the man, that's not it. Like, I've learned, like, being submissive is a two-way street.
That's right.
Because in certain situations, she knows and has had more experience in life than I do.
Mm-hmm.
In this situation, and she's more calmer because I'm gonna pop off.
Yeah.
She know how to kind of, so I need to learn how to submit and chill.
Sharpen on that iron.
and let her, right? You get what I'm saying?
Steel,
But also,
just sharpen that on that steel, rub on that steel.
Yeah.
but also, any leader you have to be a great leader. You got to
You have
be
to
a
serve
follower.
it. You have to
gotta
be a
I always
servant.
say like you got to be a servant.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you got to
got to.
serve.
So you just got to know that. But
Leadership is serving.
yeah, that's it.
That's right.
Yeah.
The greatest among you shall be those that serve.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Man,
So
see, look at that.
He cutting up, ain't he?
That's beautiful.
no, don't
He cutting up
y'all
today.
tripping. Don't
cutting
listen
up
to me.
today, child.
This is none of me because I'm ignorant. So this is none of me.
He
This is
didn't say I'm ignorant. He said I'm ignorant.
ignorant.
You know, that's a
This-
whole different level.
Hey,
But you're
This-
a God.
this
Amen.
facts. This is all
He
God.
can use whoever he wants to use. I saw him bring a king down and had him eat locusts in the fields.
That's
I mean,
facts.
the greatest of the land. Manasseh, his name was, I believe, Manasseh, King Manasseh or something like that.
But I always tell my wife, I always tell her a lot of times, I'm like, baby, you be having the power. Sometimes you don't even know it. And she'd be like, what you mean? And I'd be like,
Why you don't tell her?
I just said.
No, but when she is, you tell her
Because I'm human and I might be in my own way.
at that moment.
So that might be me. That's what I'm saying. The difference between the peace and the disruptor. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but like sometimes I'm gonna figure it out. I'm a thinker. I'm a critical thing. I'm gonna figure it out. Like my wife always tell me, like, sometimes I just want you to listen. You don't gotta try to figure it out.
You ain't gotta fix
I don't
everything.
know how to not do that.
Because you're a man.
It's and she my wife. You get
It's
what I'm saying?
ingrained in
Like,
you.
I just don't know how to do that. So but sometimes I'll be telling her, like, if you see me frustrated and whatever, if you just, I was about to rub your back, Corey, I don't want no problem.
Nah, no smoke.
I don't want no smoke. But she could just easily come and rub.
Put her hand. I'm guilty of that too.
That's it. That's all I need.
That's right.
Now I'm ready to go fight. I'm ready to, like David, to go
Take on
slide.
the world.
What?
You gonna go get Goliath?
What?
You gonna toe up Goliath?
Right,
You
facts.
say
Just
you kill concrete.
right.
What? What?
Yeah, my uncle be saying that.
What
Yeah,
is it? You'll kill concrete and what?
And drown a glass of water.
Oh man, tear the world up.
But honestly, women. I want more women to. I feel like that's why this generation, like marriages and relationships don't.
Well, there was
last
no
like
foundation for that. A lot of our parents and weren't married. A lot of our parents, there was no example of what that should
I
be.
can say that too, though, because
know?
I can't say that because my parents were, but
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that can.
Who they don't understand
Yeah,
family
yeah,
and
that's
and
fact. I
they
can say
a
that
lot
too.
of people. We talk about family in here a lot, and we talk about what family is, and a lot of people have backgrounds that's kind of messed up, and family wasn't so family.
That's facts.
So we talk about family being the people who you meet and create relationships
Right.
with, and relatives
That's right.
being the people relative to your upbringing.
Right.
The community. You know, if you remember, I know when I was coming up,
Everybody
Mom-
could get you.
you gonna get the business. You come down the street. Oh, I heard that I know your mama ain't got home.
Come
yet.
here.
Right,
Come
right,
here.
right.
You know, you gonna get it.
It takes a village,
Yeah, it takes a village to raise
a community. These days, it takes a community.
to raise a family. Well, now that has been taken away from us.
Right.
That's been taken completely away.
You go to jail now.
And, yeah, you go to jail.
But
if
I
you
can see the good
discipline
side
your
and the
child
bad
or
side of
someone
it, though,
discipline.
because these people is full of them drugs and full of these different entities.
They overdo it.
And then you got to know what their intentions are. What is your intentions with my child? Are you trying to give them the best, or are you trying to
We didn't
impose
used to
your own
question that
thought?
though.
Yeah, we didn't, because you knew the area where the person was coming from little all the way up. You know, it wasn't a someone just there that they trying to entice or have your child do something crazy or whatever,
Devious
Yeah,
or whatever.
or come and disrespect
Their
you.
parents. They be like, if I
Disrespect
was
your
you, I
parents.
wouldn't take that. If I would tell my mama, you like,
Man,
but not-
please.
Your mama
I'm
be
a
living
grown
in your
man to
mouth
this
like
day.
it
I
is.
wouldn't even try my daddy like that.
Exactly.
yeah.
To this day.
Man, and that's one of the that's kind of the conversation sometimes I have with my children. Sometimes I'm like, man, wait a minute, hold on.
Don't
I know
forget.
what your generation is, but don't get it twisted.
Facts.
I want you to come back to reality.
I tell my children, God
Where we
gave
are.
me to you for a reason.
Right.
He knew you was a strong soldier, and I have to be a stronger soldier, even though it's hard sometimes because I'm trying to do everything else.
That's
You
right.
really got to take time with your children.
That's right.
It's frustrating because you'd rather be doing a million things, but especially mothers. I know this sounds so horrible. You really need to take time with your children.
Well, they say that the Honest Minister Louis Farrakhan does say that the first teacher of the child is the mother.
It's a mother. Yeah,
The first teacher.
I heard that.
You know, when the baby cries out,
Who would go to most of the time?
the
Yeah.
mama.
Mother.
Mama, she God to him, to that child. So she's going to give everything. She's the first teacher and everything. So first nurse, everything. So it
Lawyer,
says in-
because
in-
daddy don't he ain't gonna do it no more, daddy.
yeah.
Listen, let him make it this time.
This time.
This
He gonna
time.
bring the
Next
daddy-
time I'm gonna
daddy
let your
come-
daddy get you.
Yeah, daddy's gonna bring the
The
guillotine.
noise.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah,
facts.
he ain't trying to hear that.
Yes,
shit.
we-
None of that stuff.
We got
Right,
so
right.
many roles.
Yeah.
That's what I used to always say about my mom. I used to be like, you the one that snitched on me, and now he in here about to crucify me, and now you talking about, baby, you should have even told on me. You should have
You
said,
know, she had to tell on you.
For
She
real,
had
for
to tell
real.
on. Go ahead.
That's beautiful though. I mean, but that's what we're missing, I think, now.
Is the sense of what? Community or the sense of
Order.
Oh, and
Mm.
decorum.
Structure.
Order of the family.
Yes.
You know, we still have to remember that. And I know we went back from talking about trust.
Man, we all over the place.
Well,
Come
we do
on.
that anyway.
But,
That's definitely
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just,
but you remember the structure of the family. The man is the head of the family.
Mhm.
But the only way he can be the head if he's guided
they
directly
submit.
Because he got
by
some.
God.
Yeah.
And you
facts.
can't be the head if you ain't got nobody to follow you. If you
Right.
ain't got nobody,
Nothing.
Right, that's facts.
Yeah, none of it's gonna function together. Have you ever seen a head just floating around?
marriage makes you both relevant. I just want you to know, for the people that are married, in order to be relevant, you make each other relevant. You are the missing piece. You are the infrastructure. You are the whole system together.
That's right.
Without that, what's you married for?
That's right.
Marriage is half your faith, and
There you go. You keep saying that, and I really understand. Marriage is
when the brother said your wife just puts her hand, marriage is half the faith, half your faith. She gave you that piece that you needed, that you would not have if she was not there.
That's facts.
She's gonna balance. She's gonna
gonna
balance
balance
us out because we.
help me.
Right.
Yeah.
And men, same for women.
Oh
You
yeah,
said
I
it the
need my
right
husband.
way.
Help me.
Help meet.
Help meet, not
That's
help
right.
mate.
Not help
Help
mate.
meet.
Help
Our
meet.
obligation
Meet me right
to
here. I
God.
need you.
Yeah.
I need you.
His obligation to God. That's what she's there for. To help meet him, to meet his obligation.
Yes,
Sometimes he doesn't want to hear it.
I know it. Ooh,
A lot of times.
I'm about to say a lot of times, yes.
ooh.
That's more than sometimes. That'd be a lot for sure.
And how do you recommend as men? I'm glad y'all said that. Thank you. Hallelujah. Listen, y'all know hallelujah not in the Bible, but we'll talk about that later. How do we help you listen?
I think
What is attractive to the listening ear, not of every man, but to help every man formulate this conversation or be engaged in a conversation like this? What can we do?
if you're asking what I think you're asking, so let me make sure that I'm getting it right. You're asking, like, as a woman, what can you do to help your husband
Hear you.
hear God?
Mm.
When you say hear, what are you saying? Hear me as the woman, or what can you do as the woman to help
As
me
the
hear
help
God?
meet. Both, all of that.
Yeah.
How can we help you hear?
You
Okay.
don't want to hear it.
Yeah, when you might
When
not.
you don't want to hear it,
Well, not even
I kind of
we
think
don't want it
that
to
goes
be.
just back to kind of to me knowing the person. I think because you got to know how. Just like you said earlier, this might not be the time.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it, but I think also of it just got a lot to do with you, like in your relationship with God, because he gonna talk to you. If I'm being a knucklehead and I'm being foolish, God gonna he send
still
you.
talk to us.
So you gonna be able to get to me.
Yeah.
You
But-
get what I'm saying?
Okay, and that's a great answer,
Okay.
but that's not answering my question.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Then.
It was cute. You know what I'm saying? It was cute. But I'm asking. God is the everything of us.
Mhm.
How, in your understanding, can you know you better than anybody in this world besides God? And He is. But how can we help you hear us? What is something? And I mean, that might break down your barriers or your walls or your boundaries, but that's what we're here to do. You know, the hardest fight of marriage is breaking down. I see it. Oh, wow. His wife just complimented him. That's
Aw,
beautiful.
That's
Praise
beautiful.
God.
What can we
That's
do to
beautiful.
help
That's what I'm talking about.
get you to go, to break that, to break that silence, to break that wall, that barrier that stops us from coming to you and being of aid, to be that helpmeet? How can we go about it differently?
You, as women, who is the second self of God,
That's right.
you know how to do it. It's already in your nature. Because as a little child, little bitty child, you know how to get to your father's heart.
Oh, wow.
It's as we go through and we travel in this world, it changes us. So as a woman, if she knows her mate, she knows how to ask him, the proper times to ask him. And even just in her body language, on how, am I going to raise my voice at this time? Do I raise my voice at this time? Do I talk to him or do I ask him a question? Baby, I know how to, how to finagle to get him to do what it is that you want
It's called
him to do.
healthy manipulation.
I'm about to say, we're going to call it what we're going to call it. So, okay.
It's healthy
all right.
because there's all types of manipulation.
That's
But there's
facts.
definitely
But it is.
healthy.
That's definitely
But
facts.
it is manipulation.
Facts.
So it's how you do it. It doesn't have, and then what's your intentions behind it?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And if your intentions is to bring
Godly.
out the best in him, then I got to do it in the proper manner to give him. Because remember, I'm being his help meet his obligation to God. That means that I don't want him to come out of the structure of his godlyship to accomplish the goal.
Yes.
Meaning that, like, I know that the light bill is due. I don't want him to go out here and rob a bank because the light's gonna get cut off in next few hours.
Right.
No, I need to show him how can I help him
Understand
be
it differently.
understanding. Well, baby, maybe we won't pay this other one. We're going
Robbing Peter to pay Paul up in here, but we got it.
Yeah, we
Maybe
got it.
I'll
Oh, we
make extra tea cake.
Oh yes, because guess what? Biblically, it said that we have gifts and stuff, and we are to go about and craft and share it because it tells us in the Bible as women.
I'm tired. I've been teaching all day long.
And I'm about to handle
But
this
I'm gonna
business
go in this kitchen and I'm gonna make an extra batch of tea cakes
because we need it.
because it might pay a light bill, it might pay the gas bill, it may give us some gas in the car.
Man,
Right.
But all of that helps.
so serving,
All of it.
it's serving.
It is.
So no matter the attitude, the grumpiness, because we get grumpy too. We get attitudes. We go through emotional changes in our body.
Right.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
And sometimes we ain't got it. We ain't got the fuel that you need to light the furnace.
That's right.
And we can't get cold, but I know I find myself selfless and a lot of times even in that I give. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that the mission, the overall mission is to elevate the head. I'm sorry, it might sound bad to some of these women out here these days. If you elevate the head leads and guides you and y'all all following God, what you think gonna happen to you?
Facts.
You reach
That's
it
right.
down, you
It's
say
true.
your prayer, you cry your tears,
Ooh,
whatever you need to
kick
do,
the
and you'll
dog
come-
and
then you go put your big girl drawers on and then you go make it happen.
them drawers is uncomfortable sometimes.
But you gotta put them on.
You can see them all through your pants and stuff. You know what I'm talking about.
Can I say something?
What?
Kind of, but you said, and this is, I'm be, I guess, confess
Let's
in
go.
a sense, but I'm gonna say mature.
Mhm.
I've had to learn about what you said
What?
because that, or maybe y'all both kind of said it, but you said it too. You was like, I didn't talk class, so I'm tired too.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes I've been in the sense of I know I done did this, I done did this, and I haven't really considered that.
She done did this and
You
did
done
this
did
and
the
did this
same,
and
you done
still
did-
doing you.
And right, it's facts. Honestly, you get what I'm saying? So
Don't
yeah,
just-
I've had to really that's a part of me working on myself to be like, you know what? So now the same way that I say, okay, it's simple stuff like I told you I'm the best cook in my house. But because she listening, so the
Ain't
phone
let
not
she-
gonna ring because she's not gonna. My kids will tell you I'm the best cook in my house. But now listen, let me tell you this: she is the more prominent cook. She gonna cook. I don't like to cook, but I can because I just know how to. But I don't really like. I just don't.
But she gonna
I'll
take
grill.
the time and take
She gonna take her time.
onions and
She
the
gonna cut
bell
up every
peppers.
bell pepper. She gonna cut her. She gonna see a recipe. This is what I do. I'll see a recipe, send it to her. She'll see a recipe, go to the store.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just the difference.
Different
So
roles.
I've had to kind of learn, like, so now it's simple things like, because I'm off on the weekend. Sometimes she still might have to work on the weekend. So on the weekend, I'll be like, so what, football season over
How
now.
can I help you?
You don't even, I don't even have to even answer that no more.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
you
but yeah,
in your
yeah,
mind,
my
she's
mind.
at work already.
Right.
You're at home and you're like, how can I help you?
Facts. So what you want me to take out? And if not, I just go ahead and whip some up. And then by the time, like I always talk to her while she walks to the parking deck anyway. So make sure she's safe. So I already know, okay, I got enough time, but then she's gonna be here in a minute. I already have a little drink, a little wine pole. So soon as she out to the door, you feel what I'm saying?
Being accommodating,
And
serving.
we
Right.
appreciate that. Love anticipates need. And
Right.
she will go beyond.
Facts. That's
For
facts.
you.
She
That's
will go
facts.
beyond.
All you got to do is be solid. Be 100
Back
in
hurt,
all of
feet
it.
hurt.
But I didn't used to be like that though. I mean, and I didn't subconsciously. I wasn't doing it to be.
Right.
My intention wasn't
To be manipulative
to be mean or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I just
was not right.
right. You know what
He
I'm saying?
was not ready. Like you said, we
right,
needed
right.
a
That's
sponsor.
facts. That's facts.
We needed somebody to help us
Right.
because we did this in the blind. Do you realize that there is a difference, and there are successful measures in every angle, but we didn't have the infrastructure we needed to be a great husband or a wife based on pre-teaching. I mean, maybe biblically it tells us to love our. It always say, y'all realize that biblically in the Bible it says husbands are to love their wives, but women are just to respect their husbands. I would love to get to the root of that. You hear me? We are to love you are to love your wives, but we are to respect our husbands.
Why do you think so?
Maybe because they sometimes hard to love.
Do you?
But I respect the fact that I'm able to love. I respect the fact that irregardless to whatever's going on, and maybe women, we go through, he said, but we got love them, please. He said, love them. And however that is received or given is on the person, but it's a slippery slope.
Well, what is love?
Respect, honor,
Duty.
It's a verb.
ooh, it's an action.
It's duty.
What
it
duty?
is. Love is duty.
Yeah,
It's a It's a responsibility that you have. I can say I love someone just and have no duty. I love you. It's just words then.
Are you saying you rather have respect over? But I'm gonna let you finish because I don't know what you're saying. Go ahead.
You said what?
I'm gonna let you finish so I can pick up what you're saying.
No, I mean it's the same thing. Yeah, you want, because out of love, out of true love and duty, respect is gonna fall.
Oh, I'm about to
It's
say
gonna come.
facts.
It's gonna come.
Yeah.
Because I love someone. The Minister Farrakhan, because of his love, look at his duty. Over 80 plus years of his duty of fighting for black.
80 plus years?
Yeah, is it 80? Or 70? Not 80.
No, he's
90
something now.
He's 90 something. So
Since
but
he was in his
been-
like early teens and stuff like that.
He came in the nation in 1955. And he's been doing what he's doing right now.
And Allah has
all
sustained
the
and
way
taken
up
care of
until
him.
Still now. Still to this day. Right? So it's like, you gotta say he person that loves black people. He loves us.
Mm-hmm.
And he's willing to give his life for what he loves. Right? So it's the same thing with us. If I say I love my wife, that means it's my duty now to protect her, to comfort her through emotions, through the physical, all of that. So, that's what it is. I think love and duty is going to create respect.
Well, we've been having a fight conversation. Y'all know that we're going to have to do this again, huh? We're going to have to do part 2. I'm sorry, husband. I'm sorry. We're going to have to bring y'all back because our show is coming to an end. And I want to thank you guys. And I tell you, I love you for being an example, being an advocate, being responsible for the lives of others, because that's what you're doing right now. Every time you share these gems and jewels, every time you participate in actively educating someone, you are showing love.
Thank you. And I thank you because, I was fighting you.
Oh, yes, you was, Lord. I met Sandy and Sandra. I met everybody. I met them in one, and I love her. There's nothing you can do about that because your spirit shines. It shines bright. I definitely want y'all to come back. Tell us how people can reach you.
Yes. You can reach me at CR Muhammad 70.
CR Muhammad
MUHA
70.
MMAD 70 at gmail.com.
Okay.
Maddie B. Agnes.
Maddie B. Agnes
at gmail.com. That's a MATTIE BEAAGNUS, Maddie B.
That's for them sweets, right?
Yes.
Ooh, wee. That's what y'all need to be tapping. Not saying nothing else, but I'm saying definitely. What else? What else we got? You got IG. We got TikTok.
Yeah.
Anything?
Yes, I'm not very active. I'm still learning about social media.
Okay.
You ain't missing nothing.
Yeah, it's a whole
We
bunch
have
of trending
Lukman-
stuff.
Lukman Transportation LLC at gmail.com for Mr. Levester. Yeah.
So if somebody wants to contract with you, Mr. Levester, what services do you offer?
Well, I get most of my work through like the central dispatch.
Okay.
So doing like what we were talking about earlier, I don't really do a like just for hire.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be actually through one of the
To the board.
through
Through
the
the
board
board, okay.
because it's more security
Okay.
on both ends.
Oh, I
It's-
understand. Protect me because I've been through some stuff.
Yeah,
I learned this the hard way.
yeah.
So listen, contact me through the board because y'all got to be certified and in order to get to me.
That's right.
We know he want to make sure he gonna get that paper because the federal government
And
gonna make them
security.
hold they end up. You go to somebody else, they can hire you and be like, "Oh, I ain't got the money to pay you." Now we got to go behind the building. And I might have to come back and you might like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so yeah,
Great. And so he said, I might come back and you might not.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look, that's crazy.
It be like this sometimes.
So no contract. If somebody was to offer you something and you had to go and do something else, just go through the board.
He said,
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. So they can still reach me on, like I say, Lukman Transportation LLC at gmail.com.
Yes.
And we can discuss it.
Yeah. Have a
Of
conversation.
course, yeah, but of course it will be, like you said, a contract.
Yeah, just a contracting with
Yeah.
language
Right.
that fits and suits okay.
And of course,
both parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And holler at me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to making money. I just want it in order. Right. So I thank you guys so much for coming, and we had a good show, and hopefully we'll see you guys with an update soon. We don't know what we update, but we know something great is coming. Something great is coming. We're gonna have a fire conversation. This is the Fire Morning Show with Allie.
And your boy 205 CEO.
Nate's here. She's just quiet because we've been interviewing real
And I
hard.
got a name microphone so she can.
Yeah.
Shout out to the people name.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
She's having a fire morning too. So thank you guys so much. And we will see you guys tomorrow. It's what today is? Thursday. We will see you tomorrow from 9 to 12. Have a beautiful day. Wait, we can't be out yet.
Tomorrow's Freestyle Friday. So that means we're gonna probably freestyle the show.
Yeah, we freestyle the show. We rap.
Or we might
sing.
freestyle on the show.
Yeah, we do.
But lately we just been freestyling the show.
So what we do before we leave every time, and I should have asked y'all this, we like you guys to leave the people with a word. Whatever it is that you think would be conducive to their mental, physical, spiritual, emotional growth. Mental, physical, spiritual, emotional growth. What can you offer them? Give them a gem. And that's both of y'all, because he looking like, oh, here they go again. Give us the
I'll
gem.
say accept your own and be yourself.
Oh, that's nice. Accept your own and be yourself. That's so cute.
Wow. Wow.
He like, now you gonna lead. What you got? What you got for us, Mr. Levester?
Oh, man. Treat others like you would like to be treated.
Ooh, and don't have no expectations and the reciprocity, because you can treat people like you want to be treated. When they start acting up and don't give you that back, we start tripping. So make sure that you do it from the heart and be pure, because you'll be upset otherwise. Treat people the way you want to be treated, but don't expect too much. Let God love you.
Because you never know who you're entertaining.
Ooh.
Maybe
We
entertaining
talk about that a lot.
an angel.
Yeah.
And God is always in control. So you may be talking to an angel at that time.
Facts.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, when I heard Ishmael's name, I knew we was talking to some very people very close to angels,
Right.
if nothing else, because
And his name is Ismael.
it's
But it is the same person that's in the Bible is Ishmael. But
Uh-huh.
his name is
Ismael. So that's the same though, right?
Yes.
And you know what? If you were to look it up, everybody, I look things up. I'm different. I'm spiritually. That's my angel. That's why I keep saying it.
Oh,
That
wow.
if you look it up, everybody. Well, I'm a Gemini. I believe in all the things like that, and I believe that when God talked about the Mazzaroth in the Bible, that He was telling us when He talked about the 12 tribes, He was telling us the zodiac signs are their symbols on their flags. So most people push it away, but if you accept God, you have to accept certain things that you don't understand. You don't understand Him, but there's things He's left for us to let us know. Yeah, this is supposed to be in place. So when I look it up, that's my angel. That's the name. So yeah, that's cool. So what you got for us, 205? What you gonna leave us with?
Man, I was about to say something crazy. I'm not even gonna
Just
do that.
don't. I'm trying to keep it together.
Don't be afraid to step out on faith. One of the greatest aspects of success is failure.
You good?
Yeah.
Amen.
Boom.
Well, can you turn it off now?
You not gonna say that?
I said something. I piggybacked. I just let me say what I say. Woo! Always remember that you are the most important part of your journey.
I love it.
You can't get nowhere unless you include yourself. You can't get nobody else to do it for you. You have to do it yourself.
All right. Teach.
We done. Fire Morning Show.
You did.
We done closed out 9 times.
Right.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? I don't know, you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't care. So what is right? What is wrong? Give me a sign. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. I don't know, what can I do? What else can I say? It's up to you. I know where I want, just me and you. I can't go on. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? What is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I want no other lover is I've learned to live for the sound of her laughter. Her sunny smile is my only right to love her now.